You are listening The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, an examination of a timeless personal development masterpiece. Picture achieving that corner office, nurturing a loving family, and experiencing profound personal fulfillment. These aspirations drive us all. Yet sometimes our ambitions feel beyond our reach. What if we could unlock our hidden capabilities? The answer lies in cultivating the proper habits. This exploration delves into insights from one of history's most transformative self-help guides, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. This book has dominated bestseller charts for decades while maintaining its position as Blinkist's most sought-after title. The reason is compelling. These insights offer practical wisdom and inspiring examples to help you master your routines and build a lifestyle that breeds success. Picture wandering through an unfamiliar city where street signs display foreign languages and landmarks appear strange. How do you navigate? How do you reach your destination? You might approach locals for quick directions like "go left" or "catch that bus." These tips provide temporary assistance, but you'll inevitably become lost again. The superior approach involves obtaining a map. An accurate representation of your surroundings empowers you to navigate independently, repeatedly. Life navigation follows similar principles. While individual tactics offer temporary benefits, understanding and consistently applying fundamental principles proves far more valuable. Author Stephen Covey examined 2 centuries of self-improvement guidance and discovered a fascinating pattern. Most advice follows one of 2 approaches. The first approach, the personality ethic, suggests success emerges from mastering specific techniques and strategies. It promises that speaking correctly or completing particular tasks guarantees goal achievement. This advice appears appealing, but typically produces superficial changes without lasting impact. The second approach differs fundamentally. The character ethic maintains that success stems from core principles. These principles transcend specific situations, representing deep, universal truths. Aligning our inner character with these guidelines produces enduring results. How does this approach work practically? Consider wanting a stronger marriage. The personality ethic might recommend adopting new communication methods or planning specific vacations. Conversely, the character ethic encourages personal development. It suggests becoming someone capable of maintaining excellent relationships by developing character traits like fairness, empathy, and trustworthiness. Naturally, this proves more challenging. Developing principled character requires transforming how you consistently perceive and approach your environment. Creating changes based on character paradigms demands cultivating positive habits. The following sections explore these habits individually. Consider this ancient question that has puzzled thinkers, philosophers, and ordinary individuals throughout history. What defines your identity? Some believe genetics control everything, that evolution and DNA determine our existence. Others credit our upbringing, arguing that caregivers and childhood experiences matter most. Still others maintain that environment and immediate circumstances hold supreme influence. None of these explanations suffices alone. They're overly deterministic, suggesting our lives remain at external forces' mercy. Highly effective individuals approach the world differently. They recognize that while we cannot control everything, we can control ourselves, leading to our first habit. One fundamental distinction between humans and other creatures involves our self-awareness capacity. Animals typically respond to external stimuli through pre-programmed reactions. Humans can pause, reflect, and choose their responses. Being proactive grants you freedom to choose your engagement with the world and opportunities to shape your destiny. For instance, unexpected rain might ruin picnic plans. Alternatively, you can proactively emphasize positives. Instead of dwelling on weather disappointments, direct energy toward enjoying friends, company despite storms. This principle applies even in extreme circumstances. Consider renowned psychiatrist Viktor Frankl, who endured World War II imprisonment in concentration camps. While captors controlled his external conditions, he realized he commanded his responses. Rather than surrendering hope, he spent each day visualizing a brighter future where he could teach students about surviving horror. This proactive response provided strength to persevere and fueled his subsequent educational career. Through practice, you can develop the ability to actively shape responses to any hardship. When encountering workplace or personal obstacles, carefully consider your action plan. Don't immediately follow initial instincts. Step back, examine root causes, then focus energy on elements you can positively influence. Let's start with a sobering mental exercise. Imagine 3 years have passed, and unfortunately you've died. Yes, it's tragic. Now all your friends, family, and colleagues have assembled for your funeral. Each person approaches the podium delivering eulogies. What do you want them to say about you? This difficult contemplation proves instructive. Suddenly, daily life's trivial details disappear, and your real priorities crystallize. You're now considering relationships, achievements, and the legacy you want to create. This somber experiment demonstrates that considering ultimate outcomes remains essential for organizing life. That's why highly effective people habitually think things through, leading to our second habit. Start every task with your desired outcome in mind. Every action you perform, whether significant or minor, happens twice. Before physically executing any process, you must first envision it by creating a plan. These plans range from quick mental chore lists to comprehensive business strategies. Regardless, considering the future helps navigate the present. Think about constructing your dream home. Before framing walls or installing roofs, creating blueprints proves wise. Without clear construction visions, the building process becomes chaotic disaster. You'll make expensive errors, waste valuable materials, and likely feel disappointed with results. Applying this principle to short-term projects seems straightforward. Professionally, scheduling weekly activities ahead of time and establishing clear quarterly goals remains smart practice. However, this habit's real benefits emerge through long-term planning. Accomplish this by imagining your desired life through crafting a personal mission statement. Conduct serious introspection and document what you genuinely hope to achieve, values you want to maintain, and your definition of real success. Use this document to measure progress and guide decision-making. Knowing your desired destination clearly makes staying on the right path much easier. It's Monday morning at 9 o'clock, and you're at the office. The phone rings constantly, the printer malfunctions, you have reports to write and project plans to draft. Additionally, your boss knocks on your door, requesting a meeting. What should you address first? Even when goals are clear, determining which steps to take when proves challenging. The third habit helps: put first things first. In other words, prioritize tasks according to their urgency and importance. Let's explore how. Many time management approaches exist. Some prefer making lists, others advocate advanced task scheduling. The real secret to working effectively involves organizing efforts by priority using a time management matrix. A time management matrix is a grid listing all tasks according to 2 dimensions: urgency and importance. Create one by drawing a 2x2 grid with 4 boxes on paper. The top left box is quadrant I, urgent and important tasks like sudden crises requiring immediate attention. The top right box is quadrant II, important but not urgent tasks, such as long-term projects like building client relationships. Bottom left is quadrant III, urgent but not crucial tasks like answering phones. Finally, bottom right is quadrant IV, neither urgent nor important activities like playing solitaire. Once you've categorized all duties this way, seeing where to focus efforts becomes easier. While quadrant I items are important, quadrant II jobs deserve special attention. These are often overlooked because they don't feel pressing. However, they remain important and often provide the biggest efficiency returns. Addressing them early helps prevent new items from appearing in quadrant I. Naturally, no one can accomplish everything alone. Sometimes putting first things first requires delegating items that don't need your personal attention. Just avoid micromanaging. Don't assign tasks. Instead, request specific results. When it comes to efficiency, outcomes matter most. You're at a championship football game, representing the season's final competition. Only one winner and one loser can exist. One team claims the trophy, the other departs empty-handed, regardless of performance quality. Fortunately, not all life areas resemble this scenario, where one team must triumph while others fail. Actually, using collaborative thinking, most situations can benefit everyone involved. That's why effective people employ a fourth habit: ensure everyone achieves positive outcomes. Throughout life, we structure relationships using certain paradigms that influence our interactions. For many people, the dominant paradigm involves a win-lose worldview. This means viewing every exchange, whether personal, business, or otherwise, as competition where getting what you want prevents others from getting what they want. While this paradigm proves useful in some contexts, it's disastrous in others. It transforms everything into competition, converting potential partners into adversaries. This breeds distrust and discord, eventually making both parties losers. For example, imagine a sales team where only the top performer receives bonuses while others get nothing. This win-lose arrangement incentivizes each person to care only about themselves. People might hide leads or even sabotage colleagues. The result: fewer overall sales. An alternative exists: the win-win paradigm. This worldview abandons competition, favoring collaboration. It seeks outcomes benefiting everyone involved. For that sales team, this could mean distributing bonuses only when everyone reaches individual sales goals. This way, one salesperson's win becomes everyone else's win too. This win-win arrangement encourages communication and teamwork, resulting in more sales and happier workers overall. What's the best way to ensure you're always seeking win-win outcomes? Adopt an abundance mentality. This mindset doesn't view positive things like success, joy, fulfillment, or profits as scarce commodities. Instead, it recognizes there's always plenty for everyone. When you realize there's always more value available, it's easier to seek collaborative ways to attain it. With a win-win mentality, your greatest victories occur when you recognize you're all playing for the same team. Words appear blurry, you constantly squint, and you can't recognize friends from 10 steps away. Time to visit the optometrist. You know how these appointments typically proceed. You read chart letters as the doctor tests different lenses. Eventually, you discover the perfect lens for you. But what if the doctor used a different approach? What if instead of testing your eyes, she simply handed you her glasses, declared, "These worked for me," and departed? Your vision would remain blurry, and you'd probably seek a new optometrist. This sounds ridiculous, but regarding communication, many people act like that doctor. They offer solutions before actually understanding problems. Highly effective people take different approaches with a fifth habit. They listen before speaking. Effective communication forms the foundation of any meaningful relationship. Unfortunately, most people only develop speaking skills, seeking to be understood. However, that's only half the equation. To genuinely cultivate personal connections, you must also understand. To truly understand someone, you must learn to listen. Naturally, listening means more than simply hearing. It means actually grasping another person's thoughts and feelings on meaningful levels. The best way to accomplish this involves practicing empathetic listening. This listening form requires tuning into someone's frame of reference, both intellectually and emotionally. It means hearing words, but also uncovering deeper sentiments behind them. One method involves postponing advice until you clearly comprehend what someone is communicating. Instead of responding to anecdotes with your own stories, try identifying feelings the other person is articulating. This is called reflecting and can be as simple as saying, "That sounds frustrating," or "You feel this is important." This keeps conversations centered on the person you want to understand. Still, this isn't a shortcut or trick. For empathetic listening to work, you must have sincere interest in other people. It takes time, effort, and practice to do correctly. But if you try it, people will notice and appreciate your attention. They'll often reciprocate with empathy and respect. Over time, your relationships will become more open, satisfying, and meaningful. Let's walk through a rainforest teeming with life and beauty. What makes this place so vibrant and lush? Is it the birds and trees? The ants on the ground? Perhaps it's sunlight streaming through overhead canopy? No, we can't credit just one element. Really, these things are all interconnected. Life's complex web of interactions allows such ecosystems to emerge and thrive. In nature and human relations, the whole often exceeds the sum of its parts. We call this phenomenon synergy, and highly effective people remain always open to unlocking its potential and implementing this sixth habit, creating powerful synergies by fostering open idea exchange. Synergy can be difficult to define, but simply put, it's the creative force emerging when different people unite harmoniously. Every person is different, and each individual brings unique strengths and weaknesses. When groups work together, they can actually reinforce each other's positive attributes while mitigating negative ones. Ultimately, a better whole emerges. This can occur in almost any context. For instance, imagine a classroom where students are empowered to interact and exchange ideas freely. What happens? Some students ask provocative questions, others provide informative answers, and still others elevate discussions with intimate personal insights. You may stray from lesson plans, but everyone learns more. The way to encourage synergistic energy involves creating environments where everyone feels safe and respected. This requires drawing on other habits, like win-win thinking and empathetic listening. When these habits are practiced, people become more likely to share ideas, build on each other's contributions, and value different skills others bring. It worked for David Lilienthal. When he ran the Atomic Energy Commission in the United States after World War II, he assembled a group of highly capable people. Yet each expert held strong opinions that sometimes clashed with others. So Lilienthal scheduled weeks of group meetings where each team member could share hopes, fears, and program reasoning. These open discussions created trust and understanding atmospheres. Ultimately, the commission developed immensely creative and productive culture. Like rich ecologies of interconnected species, the most productive groups are ones where members connect and nourish each other, where you let synergy bloom. Picture yourself as an industrious lumberjack. Daily, you venture into forests to fell trees. The first few trees fall easily. Whack, 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 and down they come. However, over time, you notice a disturbing pattern. Each tree requires more chops to bring down. By week's end, toppling a single trunk consumes all afternoon. What went wrong? It's a simple mistake. While working hard, you forgot to maintain your tools. Your trusty axe, once sleek and sharp, is now dull and useless. This parable shows that even the most driven and dedicated workers will eventually burn out without taking breaks. For this reason, the seventh and final habit of highly effective people involves rest and renewal. Make time to care for yourself. As you strive to achieve ambitions, it's easy to become so caught up in outward action that you neglect nurturing your own well-being. This proves dangerous oversight, because without well-maintained body, mind, and spirit, all your other effective habits will start suffering. So it's crucial to allocate time and energy to continually renewing yourself in 4 different dimensions. The first is the physical dimension. This means caring for your body with regular exercise, proper nutrition, and plenty of restful sleep. Developing these healthy habits provides endurance to keep operating long-term. The second dimension is spiritual. Renewing this dimension involves connecting with yourself, your values, and beauty in the world around you. Each day, take moments for quiet contemplation, prayer, or mindful meditation. You'll find such practices keep you centered and ready to handle adversity. The third dimension is mental. Like your body, your brain needs regular workouts. Stay sharp by always learning something new. Practice new skills, read new books, or try picking up foreign languages. These hobbies enrich your life and keep you engaged with the world around you. The fourth and final dimension involves social and emotional aspects of your life. Pursuing efficiency doesn't mean sacrificing your social life. Just the opposite, actually. It's crucial to nourish both personal and professional relationships. Check in regularly with loved ones, chat with colleagues, and play with your children. If you commit to renewing each of these dimensions, you'll continually reap rewards. With this habit firmly in place, you'll always be ready to act as an effective person. The central message in these insights: self-improvement isn't about memorizing shortcuts and tricks that only work in certain contexts. Instead, the most meaningful way to improve your life and become more effective involves developing strong habits based on guiding principles. As an effective person, you should take proactive control of your response to the world. Begin every task with a desired outcome. Prioritize by putting first things first. Always look for win-win scenarios. Build stronger relationships by truly understanding others. Create powerful synergy by fostering open idea exchange. And make sure you take time for yourself. When you embrace these principles and steadily build your dedication to them, you'll gradually begin to experience the benefits of a purposeful, well-lived life. Practical steps to take: keep climbing toward your best self. Balance celebrating your wins with pushing yourself to grow further. Stay conscious of your development by monitoring your progress. Write down the traits and skills you want to strengthen, then honestly assess how you're doing each week. Witnessing your own growth will boost your confidence and fuel your momentum to keep going. If you enjoyed this book summary, smash the like button and subscribe for more. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.